everybody, it's Martin at Flicking Feathers again, and today I'm tying for you another crab fly. This is a pattern that I saw on Feathers and Fluoro, which is an excellent website. If you don't go and check it out already, you should go and start. It's the ugly crab. I thought it just looked really good, and I've tied a few up. I'm going to give them a try over the next coming weeks. They look really good. I've tweaked it slightly, but it's the same fly to all intents and purposes. I'm tying a grey and brown version today, but as with any crab fly, you just change the colour to suit the area that you're fishing. So, just got to start off by running on a bed of thread. This is a Gamakatsu SL12 size 2. Obviously you can use a bigger or smaller hook if you need to. On the website they stipulate like a size, I think it's about a size 6 or a 4 to a 1. So just whatever suits your fishing. So I'm just tying on a length of 20 pound mono for the keel. Right, there's no dumbbell eyes in this, it's just a keel weighted crab. I'll be using 3 tungsten beads, but you can obviously use more or fewer, or even brass beads depending where you're fishing. I'm using 4mm tungsten. So I'm going to start by tying in a bit of orange Marabou. For the mouthpieces. This does not need to be long, it's just a wee bunch. I'm just going to tear it before I tie it in. Look at that bit, it's not very well dyed. I'm just going to I'm not going to tie it on top, I'm sort of pushing it down, swap hands, then I'll just take a loose wrap and sort of tie it in the round. Oh come on, no. Trim my waist. Normally I like to sort of try to keep the underbody quite even, but in this fly I quite like to have a wee bump when I'm tying it because it helps display the eyes. Next thing is I've got 2 pieces of natural rabbit for the claws, and I'll just catch them in here. And again I like to sort of let them go round the bend just slightly so that they have a sort of upward defensive posture when the fly is at rest. Just make sure they're sitting how you like them, and then get them tied down. And then to accentuate the claws, I'm just going to take some tan Marabou. This is one of the things about this fly I really like. It's just sort of extra, for these extra bits of movement. Just wrap that around there, and I'll just tidy that up. I know it looks a bit of a mess, but don't worry too much at this stage. Just pull that back and just sort of tidy everything up here. Don't worry too much about getting it perfectly covered at this stage. I've still got more tying to do. And then it's sort of up to you really, the length that you want this Marabou. I'll sort of take this main clump and rip it back, but leave a few of these longer fibres that are sort of around the claws there, just lines it up a wee bit and adds some movement. Excuse me. Now it's time to tie in the eyes. These are just eyes that I make myself. It's just a small glass bead from the craft shop on some £30 nylon that's been with the end singed and then dipped in epoxy. So I like my eyes to be just about in line with the hook there. That's long enough. Just grab them. 2 turns just to hold them. See how they're sitting. Okay. Then tighten everything up. Tie right back. You can sort of push and pull these eyes to make sure they sit as you want. And I'll just come in and trim away the waste there. Now, in the dressing on Feathers and Fluoro, it's just described as a standard merkin from here in. And that's fine. I'm just going to tie it slightly like the improved merkin style rather than a figure 8. So I've caught my EP fibre on my side of the hook, sort of, but on the upper half. Right. Take 3 turns of thread. That's all you need. Fold it across and tie it back. Right. And just leave that hanging. Next bunch is going to be the same. Right. 3 turns. Butt it right up against that other piece. So flatten it, fold it across. And tie back. And the bump from the previous bunch will force the fibres to splay quite nicely, and you still get the nice sort of central line of colour. So one of the features of this fly that I like, or this version of it, there are 2 versions on the website. One's got rubber band legs, another one has silly legs. But one of the things that I really like is it's got really long legs. And I'm just going to use a whole length of silly leg for this. Dead easy. Just fold the silly leg over the thread, offer it up, and catch it in. One 2 wraps, plenty. Fold it back, get a pull, and tie back up. And then the body will just be repeating this process. I'll add my final leg. It's just the same process every time. I'm not going to trim these legs at all. So once we get down to tie the final leg, oh, it broke. It's not very good. It's fucking rubbish. So once we get down to tie the final leg, same again. Just check how it's sitting. Hold it back. Get another turn. And fold it back. The last thing to do is to, well, put the keel on, and then the weed guard's optional. So make sure your legs are split between so that the keel can come between. I'll take my tungsten beads. Can be a wee bit fiddly, but just take your time. I like the keel to be quite tight. I know some people like a kind of big loopy keel. It's up to you. Entirely up to you. So I'll take a few right tight. Oh, see that? If something like that slips, it's the best thing to do is to go unwind it, go to the front and make your wraps backwards. Put one in there just to lock it. I then like to just put this through here and wrap back over it. Trim that, and then I just use the same monofilament for a weed guard. Got enough here actually. Just double it over, wrap in front, cut the wraps behind, pull it tight. And I'll whip finish in behind it. And you could maybe squeeze another bunch in. Be very careful you don't catch your legs. I got away with that. Of EP, you could maybe get another bunch in there, but I don't know, doesn't make much difference. It's up to you. It It's easier to tie the weed guard and the keel down if you don't add the extra bunch, but it's your choice really, doesn't make any difference. Then I'll just come in, I always like to stick it up there so it's, you know, if you fold both sides together you get an even cut, because you'll never even it up if you're you know, you keep cutting bits off and all that, you end up with a terrible tape, you know, a terrible shape sometimes if you don't make sure and get them the same. But there you have it, the ugly crab. Nice wee crab pattern. Obviously you could tie them in different colours, whatever you like really. Like I said, this pattern was on Feathers and Fluoro, you should go over and check them out. Good informative blog, some interesting stories as well. I don't trim the legs, I just leave them nice and long. Hopefully the fish like this, I think they will. So I hope you enjoyed that, I hope it was useful for you. Tie some of these crabs up and give them a try, they don't eat anything in your box. And thanks very much for watching guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up below and remember to subscribe if you want more HD fly tying videos. Thanks very much, bye.